What's up, guys? We're back at Main Street Cycle in Tishomingo, Mississippi, and we're here to give you another review on a CFMoto side-by-side. Today we got the 2020 CFMoto UForce 1000. Of course, this was in the camo, but they also have other color options for you. But I want to tell you a little bit about it. I personally have owned a one of the older model body style Polaris Ranger 900s. Loved it, had a great time with it. It was a crew model 6-seater. Had it for a while. It was a great machine. I also have owned one of my favorite side-by-sides I've ever owned out of sport side-by-sides and everything was the 2019 Defender XMR from Can-Am, and it was also the 6-seat version. Best side-by-side I've ever had. It was awesome. But I'm really impressed by the CFMoto UForce. This is definitely comparable to the 1000 Ranger and also the Can-Am Defender 1000 or the HD10, which is their 1000 model. So let's talk about it a little bit. You get 79 horsepower with this UForce 1000 and 60 foot-pounds of torque. The width is right there with the Ranger and the Defender at 63.6 inches wide, so your 64-inch category. Your weight is 1,521 pounds. Now let's talk about this bed. This is obviously a utility machine, so very usable. It has a bed very comparable to the Ranger and also to the Defender. Now it don't compare it. It's a little less capacity than the other competing models, but remember now, let me go ahead and just say this: the MSRP on a non-camo version is $11,999. You have to spend a few more $1,000s for the Ranger or the Defender to get what you get with this UForce. This camo model though is $12,449 MSRP. But back to the bed cargo, it can hold bed capacity around 800 pounds, 800-pound bed capacity. And that's according to the manual, the user's manual that comes with it. You also have on your towing capacity, according to the CFMoto USA website, it's rated at 2,000-pound towing capacity, that's very usable. I mean, this would be great if you have a campground or on your farm or just whatever you need on the work site, doing construction work or industrial work. This thing's gonna get the job done. Just like the Defender, just like the Ranger, which I love both of them. I've owned both of them. But for the price point, you can't beat this. Like I said, the power is 79 horsepower. Let's talk about suspension numbers. The suspension travel is 9.1 inches up front and rear. That's a little less than the competing other competitors in the market, but still 9.1 inches of suspension travel on a utility machine. It's very good, very good. Comes with 27-inch tires. I like these tires, and also this rim package. These are the Stag tires. This is a great all-terrain pattern, similar to a Bighorn, and kind of a mixed breed between it and some other of the more popular all-terrain tires. You also get a standard receiver hitch back here. You can put you a ball for your trailer, whatever size you need, and roll with that. It's got a rear sway bar. The dump bed is, well, first it's got one big handle back here for your tailgate. Very solid, I like that. Easy to shut. You also got hydraulic assisted dump bed, just like the other competitors. Now here's something I really like, is where this is your air intake right here. It's mounted up high. It's got a pre-screen filter on it, and so you got that. You also have your air box here. Now on the far side, you have your air intake for your CVT. Now I love how it's mounted there. I mean, you can go you know us, we like to go through we like to river ride, creek ride, mud ride. So you can, just from stock, as long as you stay just at the seat, you should be no problems, no issues. Of course, they don't recommend that from the factory, but I mean, I like the way they've mapped this out. Have easy access to your battery. That was a lot like my Defender was in this location here. So easy access there. You have, I think the CVT breathes out somewhere in this area behind the seat. So no issues there. Now your cabin space, I'll show you that. Remember, the CFMoto comes standard with the roof, mirrors. You'd have to pay extra for other competitor models. You have I think this is a 3,500 pound winch, and you also have a front mounted place where you can hook up there. That's nice accessory to have. Gives you more options when you're doing utility work. You have where you can adjust your preload cam on your suspension to get a softer ride, or if you're going to be really hauling some heavy stuff, you can crank that up and it'll give you more ground clearance, or stiffen up your suspension in the rear for carrying heavy loads. In the cab, let this back down. In the cab, it's really easy to get in and out of. I really like the design of it. You can adjust this just like the Ranger and the Defender. You got a actual parking brake. I like that option. You got your 4-wheel drive actuator here. So that's nice to have as well. You have all your switches for your high and low beam. I like the quality of all your rocker switches. Comes with a horn just like all the CFMotos do. It already has cutouts to add accessory switches here. You have cup holders up front here, and then a big dash here to put your phones or your camera gear or whatever you got going on. A big glove box here that you can put a lot of stuff in. Also, the winch is wireless. You can work your winch wirelessly here with this remote. And you got cubby holes. This is just like the Defender there, and I think even the Ranger. Cup holder here for your passenger. Really wide seats. It feels real comfortable. Pretty plush seating position. I like the seating position. It feels just like any other utility machine, to be honest. You do have where you can let down your center thing here, put cups here. One thing is this could be a little more sturdy, but I mean, it's very usable. You can stow it back out of the way. But I like the material here. It's real comfortable. It's a lot like reminds me of sitting in the new model Ranger 1000 that has that real thick cushion seating. So I'm very happy with that. Got a nice information gauge cluster here. I don't have it cranked up, but it shows you, everything you need to know. And so overall, it's a really nice machine. You also have a nice feature here to do reverse lights, which comes on this UForce 1000. They're very bright and very usable, especially backing up maybe in a barn or somewhere where you don't have as much lighting, and it really lights up everything. Overall, this is a really nice side-by-side. I know that Dirt Tracks Television did an excellent review on the UForce 1000, so you can check that out to see some more, see it in action. Maybe we'll get to take one and do some videos on it one day and get hands-on there. But anyways, I encourage you to come out if you can at Main Street Cycle in Tishomingo, Mississippi. Definitely worth your drive if you live far off, but come check them out. They have the full lineup of CFMotos. They have used four-wheelers and side-by-sides here. They have riding gear. They have lawn care and everything else. So come check them out. They have tires, a full array of tires for motorcycles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides, and rim selection. So come check them out at Main Street Cycle in Tishomingo, Mississippi, and you won't be disappointed. We'll see y'all later.